Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another one of these beginning of the year videos. We have been looking at my low buy or my beauty budget for this year, and now it is time to start a new project plan, or rather continue the project plan from last year. And it actually it was a hard choice of what to do this year, but it kind of ties in with my opinion that the end of the year and beginning of the year doesn't really mark anything particularly specific in one's life, because yes, it's a nice moment to take a look at what has happened and wrap things up or set good intentions, but in the end it's just a day after the 31st of December and it's an arbitrary day. So since my goals for my makeup collection haven't really changed since 3 days ago, I am going to participate this year as well to the hashtag teamprojectpan. The new hashtag is teamprojectpan 2020, and Kat and Hailey just before the end of the year published their announcement that they were continuing, and I had been toying a little bit around doing a finish 20 in 2020, and I think I found a good way to do both. So I was scouting around my collection for things I want to finish, and I initially couldn't reach 20 items, so I was like, okay, that won't work. And I thought, well, but the project plan I did this year was so good, I managed to finish a lot of stuff, especially like concealers, mascaras. I was very happy about that, so I thought let's continue with that. And to combine the two concepts is I actually indeed pulled out all the items I want to finish in my collection, and I have them all here. I have already put them in my Excel sheet and weighed them all in, and I'm ready to start. So it's gonna be a rolling full face with my usual twist on the fact that I'm not gonna put in blushes, bronzers, and there is one eyeshadow this year, and yeah. But let's get into it. First, I'm gonna show you the products and see where I'm at and what I'm gonna try to finish this year as part of my project plan. You guys know that I don't use primer. So I have been so far trying to go through my sample primer drawer, or samples of primers that I got in gift with purchases or stuff like that. What I am using right now is the Cover FX blurring primer. It is now at 7.5 grams, and I started it back in March last year. I used very little primer, so I actually had quite a struggle to get this into my routine. I am now using it more in winter because I also wear foundation, and yeah, I just use more primer in winter. So this one is the one that I'm dedicating myself to right now, and then I have two more that are in my list of things to finish and that I have already written down and weighed in, but I will go in a sequential way. So I'm gonna start with the one that is open and then go to these guys. For foundation, I picked up as part of my project plan in November, I think, or December actually, the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is in the shade 2N2, and it's a bit too neutral for me. I am wearing it today, but I think with the bronzer and blush and everything it works, but in some lights I really look a little bit gray, and it's just a little bit too neutral. I'm better off with a warm shade. So I'd like to finish it, however, I think it's like I'm here probably. So I'm gonna have this in here at least until the first refresh, which is I think at the end of March. The rules I didn't mention are the same as the ones of last year, so there's gonna be quarterly refreshes for products that you want to swap out, and you can then focus on a set of products for 3 months, and then you can swap off other things. So I'm gonna have this one in for the first quarter of the year and see how far I get. And yeah, I like the foundation. That's also the thing. It's a nice foundation. It's just the wrong color. If I could finish it, and then I would repurchase the right color, to be honest. Then the other foundations I want to finish this year are the Nabla Close Up foundation in L50. This is a mini size that you can also buy on their website, and I was gifted it by a friend, and I just want to finish it. I want to use it. There's still a bit in here, and I want to finish this one. And then I'm thinking of trying to finish the Glam Beige by L'Oreal, probably putting it in later in the year because this is a very light coverage foundation, pretty much, yeah, it's almost nothing. But it has an SPF and I want to finish it. It's, I don't know, halfway probably. And those are the ones I want to finish this year. For concealer, I am still going to be working on, in parallel actually, my two concealers that I've been working on so far, the Fit Me by Maybelline and the Age Rewind by Maybelline. On the Age Rewind, I am in a good spot, dropping it everywhere, but I've been working at it for a long time. So this one I started in July using consistently, and this one I used for the first few months of last year, and then I switched this one out, and now I'm using this again because I prefer it when I have a more medium or to full coverage foundation. I prefer higher coverage concealer, whereas this one I prefer with a light coverage. You've heard me talk about this every single time, so I'm just gonna try to go through these. There's more concealers in that drawer, but these are the ones I want to finish because they're open the longest. So these are the ones for now. For powder, nothing new here. I am going to try to finish my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat foundation. This is quite in a good place, and yeah, I'd like to see the end of it, mainly because I don't think I've ever finished a powder. So I'd like to finish this one, and I'd like to finish my Neve Cosmetics Drama Matte. The pan is getting bigger and bigger, and I think progress is happening. I'm very happy about it, and yeah, these are the two powders that I want to finish this year, and hopefully I'll have space and be able to tackle other powders as well. But for now, those two are enough, and I use at least one of them on a daily basis, depending on the season. So that is gonna be for the powders. The eye primers, I am finally in a place that I only have one open at a time, and actually I had to buy one, and now I found I had... And actually, I opened my last one, and then a friend of mine gave me a present with one. So I have one backup, and the one that I am actually working on is this Milani eyeshadow primer. I started working on it, or I opened it from scratch in October. So I'm actually not expecting to finish it before the end of 2020. So let's see how long this one will last me. And that's the only one I'm interested in finishing in this project pan, because for a year that's probably all I can get use of. And now the first and only eyeshadow I've ever had in my project pan is this Makeup Geek Beaches and Cream. If you've seen my latest declutter, if you've seen my latest declutter, I have a backup of this one because it's one of my favorite Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and they are discontinuing all their round pans. So I want to finish this one so that I can put the other one, my backup, in use and be done with that backup, let's say. And since there's quite a big pan and it's a neutral transition shade, I think if I keep it out, I will be able to use it on a daily basis, and I would like to finish it as well. And I think it would be not my first one that I finished, because I finished a different one. What was it called? Another very light shade of Makeup Geek, but I would like to finish this one as well. So that's the only eyeshadow that you're gonna see in this project pan for this year. For mascara, we are going through these guys right here at the moment, and it's the ones that I'm gonna be working on, the Lash Sensational Primer and the Lash Sensational Mascara by Maybelline. I started the primer at the beginning of December and the mascara in October, so these are still quite new. Actually, the mascara is still very wet to the way that I feel like it applies, so it's gonna be good for a while longer. So at least until the first check-in, I'm gonna be using these, and then if I finish them, I'll bring And then if I finish them, I'll bring in something else, but that we will see in time. I don't have a lot to go through for these mascaras. So I'm just gonna bring in these two. Then another new category compared to last year is eyeliners. I have two that I want to finish, and these are the Nabla Bombay Black, and this is a velvet line. It's drying out, it's very small, and I think they're even discontinuing it. So it's time for this one to end. And this one here is my favorite, Burnt Sienna by NYX, one of the faux blacks. And this one is also by now probably 2 years old and getting short. So I should just focus on it instead of using the other 25 brown liners that I have, and just go through this one and then focus on another one. So these two are in. I've weighed them, and they're around 4 grams each. I'm curious to see how fast I will be able to go through them. I am not a big panner because I don't sharpen my liners every time. If I have a bit of a tip and I can use it, I will. I don't need to sharpen it every time. So I don't go through pencils as fast as other people. And yeah, that's that. Lip liners I sharpen every time instead because I want a sharp line. But eyeliners, I just smudge everything out. So I just need color. Then the last category that is going to be inserted in this project pan is brows. Can you guess what we're going to try to finish this year? Can you guess? Yes, it's again the Nabla Brow Pot in Mars. I worked on it all year long last year. I started it in, I started focusing on it in October 2018, but I bought it when it launched. I want to say 2017 somewhere, because I think I got it shipped to America. So it was in 2017. So I've had this now for 2 full years at least, and it's time to finish it. And I've used it non-stop for more than a year. So I'm hoping that there's gonna be a pan in this year and maybe finishing it in this year. What do you guys think? Will I manage? I would like to see bets and wagers down in the comments below. Thank you. And if you think I'm gonna finish it in what month I'm gonna finish it. It's, I don't know, it's infinite. And the other item for brows is a brow setting item, and that is the Dip Brow Gel by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm gonna try to finish this because I have opened it in May, and I wanna see how long it lasts me on daily use, because I pretty much use this daily since I opened it because I love it so much. I already have a backup, but I think I wanna try to use my other colored brow gel that I have from Neve Cosmetics, finish that one after I finish this one. So I have my set of products to finish for this year and my goals. It is more of an overarching idea of just reducing the amount of items that I have in categories where I have found my favorites. So I have my favorite concealer, I have my favorite foundation, even though it's discontinued, but I still have a full tube. We're talking about this guy. We will see. I have my favorite foundation. I have my brow products that I want to go through. There's another pomade waiting for me in my drawer, which gives me a headache just to think about finishing Dip Brow Pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills. But that's okay. And I hope this is going to be a good and profitous panning year. I think last year wasn't particularly exciting, but I finished some foundations which I wanted to. I finished some concealers which I wanted to. The mascara craze is finished. The eyeshadow primers are all finished. It's good. I want to stop having a lot of products sitting in my drawers, especially cream products that then go bad. For the rest, it's a matter of I want one of each color, so I cannot talk about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your goals for 2020 are and what you're gonna try to pan. I saw quite a few of you are doing 20 in 2020. I follow Instagram, so I've seen a few of your guys' projects, but I'm always curious to hear what people are doing. And cheers with my tea mug to a profitous and panful 2020. I don't know what I'm saying. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're not already and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.